I would like a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot.
That's right. That's
The
fair.
Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Touche. All right. I believe we are live.
Yep.
All things considered.
I feel.
Do you see us live on there?
Waiting for it.
Waiting for the thing?
Yeah. Let me get it back over here from Facebook Marketplace. I'm trying to buy a Mopar.
Yeah. Oh, wait. The camera's here, not here. Let's see. Go back to all. Go over to home. Yeah.
Home.
Is it still?
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Hold on.
Do. I love it. Oh, look, my big old cup's in the way.
Hey.
Cheers.
There we go.
I'll just close the app.
Yeah, we may have to refresh the app here.
I'll refresh my app. Turn everything off on my phone.
Yes, so we are live. It is.
Whose car is that out there?
I'm not really sure.
That's awful.
Let's see.
Got it.
Cool beans. I gotta situate us right on the thing. Okay, you've got live. I've got the previous Technical Tuesday with comments. Everything's good. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tech Tuesday. My name is Ben.
I'm Tim.
And we have some exciting things to tell you about.
I'm in the chat too today.
Tim's got the live chat. But before we jump into that, just wanted to shout out Steven from the last episode. He got the Killshot Fusion, which is sick. I told him he has to send pictures. So if you're watching this, Steven, you have to send us pictures after you get it, just because I want to see the Mustang and what is going on. But no, we're back answering questions for the people. We have a really cool announcement. But before I do that, Tim, do you have any questions, quibbles, statements, or fashion statement tips before we begin?
Well, it's cold
join.
outside, so don't forget your jacket or your
true.
amazing Aces t-shirt. This
That's
one's
true.
OG, so it's a little bit different gold that's on it than you can buy now. But I'm a vintage kind of guy as it goes. So buy some shirts, buy a hat, stay warm.
Yep. Hopefully we'll add hoodies to that mess here shortly. We got some.
Yes.
They were the hood part was not how we really wanted them. So we may release them, we may not. Probably at a discounted price if we do, but we'll see. Or maybe that was just a sample and they haven't mass produced that
I hope
yet.
they get Aces beanies this year because, like, guys like me with a receding hairline of a certain age, it gets cold up here.
That's fair. That's fair. Yep. Maybe we can get into the beanie action. But
I ain't giving up on it yet.
no,
Give it a couple more years and it's going to be...
Absolutely not. Okay, here we go. We're going to jump into answering questions, but before we do, I just want to say hi to everybody that's in the live chat. We are live
Jesse,
as people are joining.
No tuners in Washington yet.
No tuners in Washington, but you know what's interesting about tuners? What's interesting about tuners here?
Well, they like their maths.
They do. They do like their
Sometimes
maths.
They're socially awkward.
Oof. That hurts a little bit.
We all come from very deep professional backgrounds with interesting skill levels of all strange things.
No. Yeah, I mean, well, yes. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. But no, the thing about tuners is we are very lucky and super excited. I think this is the second time because Ken was the first. We're joined by Bryant Stillwell today for our live. So I'm just gonna do a movie magic thing. And do you guys see a beautiful CUDA in front of you? Hopefully, possibly, maybe.
We're watching the live feed here.
There he is.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
What is going on, Bryant?
Oh, not too much. Just ready to make a dyno pull with the car. Pretty exciting stuff going on with it.
Yeah.
Brought some show and tell as well. For those that are wondering, here is the 8-inch monitor.
Let's go.
It is that big. And I just made a video tutorial on it for anyone that's interested, but that's not why I'm here. We're going to be doing a dyno pull on this because over the last couple of years, I have been abusing this car, trying to get the timing control to cooperate on it. And it finally does. So I'm going to fire it up, do a dyno pull, then I will move the camera, show results, and answer any questions afterward when these guys aren't talking. And we'll go from there. Caveat, this is a Wizard tune that's just barely good enough to start, and I did a little bit of wide open, so it might be a little rough, but it does make a good pull.
Yeah, man.
Sweet, do it. Send it.
I love the air cleaner.
I'm so excited for this. Look at this.
He sent me one of these air cleaners. It's sweet.
What is that air cleaner? I'm actually very
That's
curious.
a 3D printed velocity stack.
Oh, he's moving the laptop down.
Very nice. Uh-oh. So he's actually doing a tune for this thing right here. It's amazing. All right, let's see what we got here. So we're on a Wizard right now, and he's doing a little bit of a pull.
How neat is that?
That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's funny. We got the same dyno.
It's facts.
It's it looks like an MD500.
That is facts. Bryant.
So that was fantastic. So that was just off the Wizard and a little bit of touchy touch, right?
Yeah, I had just a basic, my same timing table I use for all my testing. So it's always the same timing table, 36 degrees total.
Yeah, yeah.
Under wide open. As you can see, the rest of it was really rough. But it made a good wide open pull. And actually, I set my record with this so far. Made... Where did it go? It made 420 horsepower. And... Oh, where did it go? I might have botched that.
Uh-oh.
You're going to have to do it again.
Right? No, I had a bunch of other results up, so just got to make sure I find the right one.
Is that 440?
383.
383.
Yep, 383. Yeah,
Not a Chevy
420 horsepower, 455 foot-pounds of torque.
Really?
Let me just isolate that pull, make these lines nice and juicy thick.
Dude, this is straight live. I don't know how I'm sitting here thinking like this is amazing.
How many live events have you been a part of? You're just like, I don't know how this goes.
Yeah,
Like what? Like it must be exciting for you because I'm just like, oh, cool, we're doing something on the dyno.
No, I think this is great.
I'm gonna try to get this on.
Oh, it's looking pretty good.
So I don't know how well you can see the numbers, but 420 horse peaking at about 5,300 there and 455 foot-pounds up there. Anyways, real good pull. I did another one earlier that looked just like that.
Okay.
And this one, the second green line, that's with the Hall effect distributor. So basically the same on all three.
Heck yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to get set up to be able to watch the live now.
Okay, that'll be good. No, seriously, thank you, Bryant, for coming out and joining us. He doesn't have a tune right now. I'm sure somebody's going to be texting you while you're sitting here wondering what you're doing since you're taking the time to do
go
this.
do a remote tune right,
right in
now.
right in the middle of this. No, but I think this is really cool as we continue to do Tech Tuesdays and things that we've talked about in the past. I think it's very important to have the tuners that are backing us up on the real life, real world, be a part of this as well. At one point, Brian, you're going to have to come down here, obviously, to spend some good time with Tim. But,
it'll be fun.
But we'll do a Tech Tuesday
Good
with
time.
you here when in 40 years and 40 nights or whatever, I will build the new studio. Anyway, why you guys have clicked on this video, you guys want to have questions answered. I will let Tim start with the live chat. Brian, you can jump in whenever you would like, and we can get going with that.
Let's see. Oh, Rich Byrne. Well, 60 OBS. For the people, yes. For the people, indeed. That's why we're doing this.
Indeed, 100%.
That's why we get to invite people.
Yep.
So, look at, he's getting into the live chat right now.
Love it. Love it.
So Rich Byrne, are all 4 ports supposed to spray at the same time equally at all times? Fusion with Command Center, so it's basically a deadhead system. Is that why 2 don't spray as good? You could have too much fuel pressure messing with the injector minimum pulse width at idle.
Mine is deadheaded, just for anyone wondering.
Oh, it's a deadhead?
At 65 PSI.
Yeah. Do you have strange idle characteristics when you do that?
No, that was great. But I have it feeding both ports.
Oh, so you put a block on it?
Yeah, I have a Y that's, I'm not going to show it because it's absolutely hideous. But in any case, I'm
Garden
feeding
hose.
both ports, and that made everything way more stable on the fuel pressure, too.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. But yeah, if you got 2 that ain't spraying so good, double check your fuel pressure on that. Some injectors, whenever they're higher pressure, they don't like really low pulse width. So if your pulse width is like 1.6, 1.7 at idle, you could be having a kind of a little inconsistency on a couple of injectors. If you do have that, lower it down a little bit if you have an adjustable regulator and verify your fuel pressure. We've seen that with multi-port stuff of, because the pulse width is so low that, kind of the injectors don't like it when you up the pressure. Actually, Brian made a very good video about this as well.
I didn't know that you could run the Command Center 2 without a return. Am I crazy on that?
Well,
You have to have a return on it.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I would check that too. Just what are you running? Are you doing in tank?
Yeah, mine is a different brand in-tank pump that I've had in it for 5 years now.
Yeah.
But
It's an
it was a
old blue
direct
pump.
fit
It's an old
for a
blue pump is
CUDA,
what it is.
so
No, it's all good. It's all good. I would definitely check that. If it's a Command Center, I would definitely check to make sure that it is return. So if you have it without that, I would definitely check into that.
Mark Hughes.
Mark Hughes, what's up, man?
4674. My 351 Windsor has been running for 1 year this week on a Killshot 1. Love it and runs better with every update. When can we get miles per hour as default on the handheld? Yes. That has been suggested a few times. We are working on that. As a matter of fact, I have a meeting after this about some of these type of things. But the more we push, because right now we're focusing on other things, and then we're going to come back to all the graphic user interface and handheld stuff, because I'm working on a handheld thing right now concerning a data logger, and I'll try to squeeze that in if I can convince them to do so.
Facts.
60 OBS. I'm starting to learn to tune my setup.
Let's
What
go.
should I be using as a max timing mark? And should I richen the higher end of RPM on the map, or start to lean out slightly for better clean power? So, with that question, the big thing is when it comes to tuning, I tune slightly differently. Some people do it mathematically. I do it by a blend of tuning by means of diminishing returns and obsessing over data. I love a good data log. I like to see what it's doing, but also if I'm really doing a big top end tune, I'm taking a draggy with me down the street. If you guys have a draggy, I like those things. They're really, really neat, but allows you to gather telemetry to figure out, are you still pulling strong or not, and how that fuel is going to augment it, as well as reading your plugs and going old school with it. Because sometimes what your O2 sensor reading can be is a little bit lazy. So it may have a false rich or a false lean, but it's also best to just go old school and pull the plug after a hard pull with that. But yeah, you can richen it up a little bit on high end because it's going to be richer on top of the map anyways at wide open throttle. The big thing is careful of your timing. Don't go too extreme with it, especially, Brian's over here pounding down numbers on 36 degrees of timing, but, at the end of the day, timing was dictated for the tune is really a direct representation to the overall efficiency of an engine. That's why older engines, they'll max out timing at 36 or 38, and modern engines can be 18 to 23 because they're more efficient.
This thing actually likes 42 total timing when it was carbureted.
That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Old school fuel injection right there.
Very, very inefficient combustion chamber, but it made good power.
Let's see, 6.0 OBS, LQ4 52 pound-an-hour injectors, mild cam and moderately built. That ought to get you down. Those are flex fuel injectors. Rich Burn, or Burnin' Rich.
Burnin' Rich.
I feed both ports, and still the rear doesn't spray as strong. Fuel pressure is set by the command center at 58 psi and has a return line, but before the throttle body, is there a way to adjust the pressure? Not with that particular setup. We don't sell it, but you can put a block off on top of that and put an adjustable regulator in and tie it into the returns as well. I wouldn't suggest that. But what you can do is, if it's doing that, you can actually generate an RMA with us, and we can test it to make sure those injectors are doing good. And if they're not, we'll put them on the flow bench and see what's what. I mean, I replaced a set for Bryant here, a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, that's what's in this right now. I had an injector that was about 30% weaker than the rest.
Yeah, and we have no problem with, if there's one of those type things popping up, we're just like, well, let's check it out.
Yep.
Because why not? I mean, it's the right thing to do. So, this little heart icon in the corner is killing me. Sorry, you guys. Reading this is difficult.
It's not normally
sometimes.
doing it from a phone.
I just hit it. Does it go away if I hit it?
I don't know. I think that's our.
I can just hit a heart a bunch.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
All right. I have my.
That's insane.
I have my max set at 26 plus on high end. That's depending on the weight of the vehicle, 26 is fairly good. You really need to be running on premium. You're getting around 26, 27 and higher up. But yeah, that's not too bad. My last 5th gen Camaro, I think it started losing power at 23 degrees. You go to 24 and it's just, you're down on power. But it was spicy.
Yep. All right.
A Callie's crank is very expensive.
A what?
A Callie's crankshaft.
Oh, I completely missed that. Okay, I'm going to jump over here to some of the comments from the last Tech Tuesday.
Always 93.
And Bryant, if you just jump in, if you want to answer one of these questions, absolutely go for it. I've got.
I heard the fridge open. What's he got going on there?
It's probably just. I'm not going to say that. Danny Richard Q4M says, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and looking forward to the next holidays. I have a question on the 7-inch handheld. We have had GPS issues since installing the system this past February. Finally sent it in to have it tested, did some changes. We have to drive for 10 minutes or longer to get any GPS reading. Is this normal? It is what we are wanting to use for the speedometer, our 72 F250. This is my dad's daily driver. He is 70 and has a hard time seeing the factory speedometer, understandably, but can read your display easier. Absolutely, for sure.
Some of that's geolocation of where you're at on the planet. I noticed that depending on where I'm at in the country or outside the country, because you guys know I do travel, I've had weird stuff in the desert with GPS's reading funny. But I've
Interesting.
also had, in mountainous areas and cities, and it's slow to learn, basically, because what it is the chip inside of it has to see all the satellites out there, and then it kind of calibrates itself, and sometimes that takes longer depending on a lot of things. It could be how it's mounted inside the car, making it slow up, or anything from being overcast. So sometimes they are slow to read. 10 minutes seems a bit excessive. But if it was in here and tested, it probably got plugged into my personal vehicle and drove around the parking lot. So that's one of the ways we test the GPS here. We don't have any special test bench or anything. We put it in the vehicle and go for a drive.
Cool. Isn't there a way to run the speed without using GPS? You can choose between the two?
Yeah, if you have a speedo input, if you're using a trans control or like on a jackpot setup with trans control, or using a standalone quick draw on one of the GM automatics, you can have it come through the CAN system from the actual transmission control unit or VSS, whatever. But yeah, you can choose GPS or VSS if you have the sensor hooked up and you have the trans control capability.
Tag George says he still can't buy the ECU for the Killshot 2 without calling. Can't call during business hours. Okay, so I don't think we have the ECUs on the website by themselves. So I can see if we can put that on there. The only drawback to doing that right now is that it's Black Friday. So it's not Black Friday now, but it was. So they're going to be using all of those ECUs and stuff in the inventory for kits. So I don't think they'd be hard pressed to put it on right this second, but once that stuff starts slowing down, I think we can do that. So
I've been having some of my team members in R&D actually identify as warehouse workers here recently. Like we was here till 7:30 last night, pushing stuff out the door because we're doing quality checks on the way out too. So we're actually eyeballing stuff and making sure for the end user, the people, that hey, my throttle body looks good. The fuel system has everything in it, Doing all that because, it's such a volume. Might as well just go ahead and check that box on the way.
yes.
We love quality around here. It's quite a thing for me.
No, we do. Old Fox 9370. Have a jackpot light with trans control. My question is, I'm putting it on an 89 Corvette with a 4L60E from a 1993 Chevy truck with the jackpot. Will the jackpot work with it? Thanks.
That is pre-pulse width modulated GM 4-speed transmission. You may run into some headache about the logic. Now, I've known people that have made this work, but I think there was a valve body change they had to do. But 1995 and a half to about 2006 is the extreme limits of 4L60s you want to fool with. Also, I would stay away from the 1995 4L60E because they had a few issues with the valve body and the front pump. But 1996 is the money. So get into that. The early 1993 4L60, even the E, was pre-pulse width modulated. And really quick giveaway, if you're wondering, if you're not sure the year, is take the torque converter out of your transmission and eyeball the front pump. It'll say PWM in real big letters on the front of that thing. Generally, that's going to be a good to go situation.
How do you know all this?
I paid for college by rebuilding 4L60E transmissions.
That's also correct. I do remember
college
that.
in cash.
Yes.
So,
Okay. All right. Fine Dad 1. What a name. There's unfortunately no picture. It's just the letter, so I wouldn't know. Would your Killshot 2 be too much for a stock 4.3 V6 application? This unit checks all the boxes for me, and I have a nice hoard of 4-barrel intake manifolds. My future plans are to place this unit on a, in quotation marks, spicy 4.3 V6 that I have waiting on the engine stand, which should be no more than 230 horsepower. Would you recommend smaller injectors for a stock or mild build, possibly throttle bore restrictors such as Nomadic Dyno offers? Question
big
mark.
shout
Love
out.
the Tech Tuesdays.
Yeah, actually, if you're going to do restrictors on that, then that is a more realistic possibility because the engine's not going to be as hungry for air in a weird way. So putting those restrictors in there does increase the velocity, which, as you remember from the conversation earlier about wall wetting
Yeah,
and
that's
tipping,
fair.
lean bog and such, that will help defeat that in a way. 4-barrel is a bit much for that 4.3. One of the things you're going to run into is you have to run one of the Blackjack distributors or the Hall Effect. Well, it would be Blackjack or the
Yeah.
4.3. That's the one we offer. If you use an HEI, it hits the back of the throttle body because I tested that.
So on the 4.3, I have tuned several kill shots on 4.3 liters. They do tune weird, but they weirdly take it
Yeah.
okay.
Interesting.
A bunch of them have had turbos on them. Those ones run pretty good. So it's possible, but yeah, it's going to be more difficult to tune than it would be with a 2-barrel. Like the Deuces of Wild 2 would honestly be awesome. Then just use an adapter plate from 4-barrel to 2-barrel. That's the route I would go.
That's what I was thinking. I was
That's
like,
what
why
I did
didn't-
on the
yeah.
Red S10. The one-tire dumpster fire,
Yes.
that thing would peel the tire off, no problem.
It's also facts. Let's see. Ecker 567 bought a Killshot 2 top-end kit with 7-inch handheld. Wow, this is a long question. Here we go. 7-inch handheld during the Halloween sale, and then right after SEMA, you announced the 8-inch handheld.
Yeah, I
That's
like it
true.
a lot.
Any chance of a trade up to the 8-inch handheld for my unopened, still in the box 7-inch handheld plus $200 tech related? Okay, so to answer before I go to your tech related question, yes, you can absolutely do that, especially if it's in the box. Just call us and they can exchange it for you. I think it is a little bit more expensive.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, because it's
yeah.
a bigger,
Yeah.
HD, faster
Yeah.
display.
Just, I don't know, you bought a top end kit, yeah, so it'll come with the 7-inch, so you would have to pay the extra. Unless you wanted to buy a fuel delivery system, then you get the 8-inch handheld for free.
That's a really
As long
good
as they still have it in stock. Tech related. Will the Killshot 2 work with an oil pressure sensor? Have read conflicting info on this. If so, is there a recommended OPS sensor to use with it? And thank you. Really appreciate the time and effort. For sure.
Yeah. So there's an oil pressure sensor input on that. You'll have to find 5 volts off another sensor and find a nice sensor ground somewhere. You can use a ground. But sensor grounds go back to the ECU. But yeah, you can either use a splitter and pull the 5-volt sensor wire from another sensor and the ground, and then tie in the signal wire appropriately.
So I'm going to probably get a bunch of flack for this. How do you connect our fuel pressure sensor, which is a fuel pressure sensor, I get it, but you can use it with oil pressure, correct?
Yeah, it's a pressure transducer, 0 to 100 psi.
So
5
in
volt.
your opinion, would it be better, because for those that don't know, there is a wire with a connector on it for that sensor that we make. Would it be easier to go that route than going the route you just suggested, or?
Yeah, you're still going to have to wire the thing in.
Okay,
because
okay.
It doesn't have the actual connector in the harness because people use a sensor for a bunch of different things.
Facts.
But,
Okay.
yeah, we put one in that sub harness for that. We got some live chats
Okay,
here
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Let's see what we got here. I lost my spot. Where do I put my bookmark here?
Brian, you read some live chats. I think we gotta get you in here.
Where are we at?
We're in the live chat somewhere.
I was going to do the
60
A to Z motivation if that one works.
That works.
I don't know what vehicle you have. My Killshot Fusion is on the UPS truck, should be delivered today.
Let's go.
What do you recommend? The inline fuel tank drop in for fuel cell or surge tank? You'll be running E85. I saw another comment. I don't know what your vehicle is, but I would recommend the in-tank pump.
Yes.
And I would get a fuel injection tank if you do not have one. A company called Tanks Inc. makes really good ones for a lot of vehicles, and the tight fit pump fits right in it. You'll have to adjust the length, of course, but it fits the fitting. That is the route I would go with, a full return system if you're going to be doing it. That is my recommendation. You run an 85, so I'm assuming it's probably going to be spicy.
Well, I like it already. I've ran a lot of kill shots on E85.
Yeah, I've tuned several on them as well.
I was going to say.
I mean, it's not good for the aluminum if you leave it in there. It's bad for the injectors. It'll do silly stuff. But if it's a project car, you're going to be running on an E85. You can cycle gas through it before you store the thing, and then try to empty it all out. No Garage Guy, he's giving Brian a shout out. Mr. Steelwell. They got a lot of respect for you. They just call me Tim on here.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
get the laugh.
take advantage. You guys are in here. You guys should ask all the questions if they're both in here. This is like a wealth of knowledge is in front of you. Take advantage. Anyway, as you are.
All right, this is from Brian Stillwell.
Oh my gosh, you're so ridiculous.
What is the vehicle?
Nice.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yep.
I talk to him about it every day, usually through means of inappropriate memes.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, as you were.
All right. Zero G Mopars. This looks like a Brian question. You want to get that one, dude?
Where are we at?
Zero G Mopar. 746.
PDM battery wire size 6 gauge. It should be fine. I'm running a lighter gauge than that, and it's working just fine.
I've been running mine on 10, but I would rather get 8. I just haven't. I mean, 6 would be amazing. It would supply everything and then some.
6 is overkill, or if you're running it all the way back from the trunk to the engine bay, run 6. Heavy like that.
That's just that's a spendy piece of wire.
Yeah.
True LS 400. Ordered my system. Shop app is can't see anything from shipping. Don't really want to sit on my porch in a foot of snow. LOL. Shop app.
Where am I?
Shopify.
Shipping. So I don't know who you're going through as far as shipping. So if just clarify, says orders, he says later, says order being prepared, but also says it's on the way with UPS. Okay, so
That could be a split order.
usually, well, that could be the case, but also you can probably see if you click on the tracking number, if it says like label created, it's still here. It just hasn't been scanned by UPS to come here yet or come to you yet. But it will give you, once UPS has scanned it and it's on their truck, it will give you a day that they expect that package will be there. And it's like, I don't want to throw, an exact number out there, but I'm going to say it's usually 95 to 97% correct as far as hitting that date. But everybody in the comments, feel free to tell me if I'm wrong when you got yours. But yeah, that would be my guess as to what's happening with that.
Let's see. Elvis Meeks. Just finish up putting my Fusion on. It will crank up and then shut off and spit back. I wonder if your switch 12-volt wire is not being interrupted. During cranking, does the screen turn off and turn back on?
That's a good point.
If that's the case, that could be it.
Yes. Also, any information helps. Like the more information you give, the more information we can give back. So, as you are.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of questions from other videos too, but.
Well, then I'll hurry up.
No. We won't get to all of them, but. Okay.
Let's see. Lugnutter. Will we get a fuel level for Deuces Wild on the older 5-inch screen? That's a solid question. We hadn't really thought too much about that. We really focused on getting everybody's kill shot up and going. I know the Deuces Wild 2 is a thing, but we might be able to retroactively make the older Deuces Wild do the same thing if you have the wire in the harness for the fuel level, because it does go to a very particular pin in the ECU. Some of the older ones, it shares that pin with voltage.
Yep.
So it can't really be used for that because it's literally physically like different ECU. Let's see. Tank sinks are also baffled, says Joseph. That's true. A to Z Motivation LLC. 1963 Nova, 406 big block Chevy. Oh yeah, it's spices. It's on race gas now. Yes.
Let's go.
I like to see that. So no garage guy. So how will Fusion react on a Ford small block 302 with a 150 shot NOS plate, or will it be better on a dry system? I would go with a wet system because we're not going to be, we only retard the timing, we don't add the fuel yet. That's a progressive setup. But if you're going to do a plate, do a wet shot.
Yep.
Make sure to get both the solenoids. You want to get a few of these, Bryant? Or are you just part of the gallery today?
I'm getting.
He's actually on clickbait here. No, just kidding.
I'm printing something to show for the firmware tests. I figured I'd show the before and after.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking to print it right now.
That's really good.
All right, Zero Mopars. Oh no, Zero G Mopar 746. Thanks. Just curious on supplying a wire size when there were 90 amps worth of fuses and a PDM, and likely it'll run cooler fans and a fuel pump too. That's true, yeah. If when in doubt, go with the fatter gauge. So, and there's some math you can do on that too. I mean, I'm running mine on like a 10. You can do it's 8 and a 6 and whatnot, so it's good to go. Black Betty 23. I couldn't get the direct answer from customer service. Is Jackpot 2 plug and play with Jackpot 1 wiring harness? There is some differences and how the connectors are the same, but there's a few differences. You can go onto the site and look at the old versus new harness to make sure the stuff you're using on your original Jackpot is not going to be interrupted and changed its function when you plug in the new Jackpot.
That's a very good question. That's a very good
But there's a
question.
few extra things like pulse width modulated outputs that we're using, currently developing a very interesting thing for. Sensor input as well. So just make sure anything you're using on your Jackpot isn't going to interfere with that.
Da, da,
There it is.
Da, 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 da.
Is that dramatic enough?
Yeah, it's very
Yeah, it's
dramatic. I
very
just
dramatic.
didn't have
So-
the music ready.
The red is the public firmware right now. That is the most I could get out of it, and it broke up terribly in the top here. I'll have videos and all this too, so you'll be able to see the difference. And this was today, right now, live.
Wow.
Yep.
Not right
that stuff's
now, but
fixing to drop
earlier
here
live.
real soon too. So we'll be putting that
Yep.
out.
So, more power.
Power.
Love. Live, laugh, love.
Big motor noise. 60, same question as Lugnutter, but for the Jackpot Pro LS with the first 5-inch.
Yep. Same answer.
Yeah, pretty much same answer there on that. We are working to make as many things retroactive as we can with stuff. Let's see, A to Z Motivation LLC. You can also give instructions to UPS driver on the tracking.
Also facts.
That's true.
That
I
is
forget-
huge.
I forget about that.
Yeah.
You know how many packages has been at my neighbor's house?
Huge.
Like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. Thank you. I have to look over his shoulder because I've got the old
Oh,
comments in
I'm
front of
going
me.
to be more
No,
accommodating.
I don't need to read them. You keep going. You're doing great. But this is more reading than Tim, has to do.
He's enjoying this.
I am very much.
I brought my glasses and everything. Let's see what we got here. Looking at her, I don't have the wire for the fuel level. Could I purchase a harness and ECU for the Deuces Wild and use it on an older throttle body? Yeah, you can use. So even our new Deuces Wild 2, which I love, uses the old throttle body.
Yeah.
We never changed the throttle body because enough people said,
Yep.
we like this style throttle body. We was like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, the majority of people, they don't want anything newer or fancy or anything, and it fits really good in most applications, and it doesn't look
Yeah.
ugly. So, big fan
Yep.
of it. I mean, I've still got 2 of those.
Yes. If
But
you're-
yeah, it's a different harness and ECU.
Yep. Do that. Do it now. I'm probably not supposed to say this, but you guys are watching Tech Tuesday. That's why we do this. We end the Black Friday sale or whatever we've been doing for November on the end of the day on the 7th. And that is the best deals that we're going to offer probably until next year around this time. So we will have a Christmas promotion, but it won't be as good. It'll still be better than anything out there on the market, but this is the best time. So, I know everybody's in different positions, but if you are gonna do that and purchase one, do it now because this is the best it's gonna be all year, as many of you have. So,
Yeah. It's a long one. Webster,
Webster, what's up, Webster?
everyone. 5313. For the people, what's up, Bryant, Ben,
Yes.
and Tim? Nice to see you guys. Ben needs a Mopar.
I do.
He does.
Mopar so
Bryant, show them your bottle. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving with family and an upcoming Christmas. Yes.
Yes, thank you
we
very much.
actually did have good family time. I decided to get and head down to Florida and participate in basically a family triathlon. So 5K and a 12-mile
That's insane.
bike ride, and then who knows how many dozen miles on the water, and
He's somehow still here. We don't really ask questions.
my soul hurts.
No, yes. Thank you very much. And right back at you, Webster, and to everybody else. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving and
Yes,
Christmas
thanks,
is coming
Webster,
up.
for the care package as well.
Yeah,
You get a care package? You got a care package?
I don't know.
Do
I
have a
did.
Care package?
I got a care package and injectors to test,
We don't
which
get care
I also forgot at home, so that'll be happening tomorrow. So what I have here is a Kill Shot 2 with my name and a Deuces Wild. Brought up the Deuces Wild. The throttle bores are the same size on here as the Kill Shot 2 throttle body and same depth and everything. So they are different than the Kill Shot 1. Found that out making reducers. They just fall right into these bores because they're a little bigger.
Wow, good point. I was going to say something else to Webster. I can't remember. Oh, I need a Mopar. Yeah, I've been working on a Ram 1500. It's not mine because I'm still in an apartment. But
He's learning Mopar.
I'm learning stuff, yes,
Yeah.
without having to spend my own Mopar money, and that's the problem. Oh, no, anyway.
I want a satellite.
Don't do that to me. Anyway,
Or
here
a
we go.
Comet or something. I don't know.
Anyway.
I want something ugly,
He's-
kind of off.
He said, I don't know if
off to the
if this is
side.
why, but we did look at a satellite together. But anyway, as you were reading.
Yes, words. So, anyways, I'm so happy that we're joined with so many people on the live chat today.
Yeah.
When we first did this, it was like 3 people, and it was interesting. But now,
Yeah.
here we are doing a thing, and we got 23 people doing this thing. We've got a guest. This is our third guest.
Who was the first guest?
Uh,
From outside.
the
think he's the
Carl's
second.
buddy, the guy with the truck.
Oh, that's right.
We did a
That's
live
right.
thing with
Brian.
him or something like that.
Brian. Not Bryant, Brian.
Brian, that's right. His name escaped me. Sorry if you're
We all
watching.
have the same name.
Apologies. Yeah, we did a live install on his truck at a show, and that was fun. And then we did another live install with Ken
Ken.
Janau. And
Facts.
now we're doing a live dyno pool with Brian
Yeah.
Stillwell.
If you haven't seen that, if you're just now seeing this, go back and check it out because he did that at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Could you actually hear it, or was it just static with how loud the car is?
Genuinely don't know. I can't go back and watch it till after the end. You guys can let us know
It's
how it was.
obnoxiously loud.
Yeah, it was loud. I think it was good.
Yeah. So, all right. So, anyways, let's go back to forgot the water bottle at home, says some dude named Bryant. So,
Nice.
That guy.
He's having too much fun.
from
Chiming
Nomadic
in.
Speed.
So,
Let's see. Donald Williamson, 9616, 1991 hatchback with a stock 91 Fox fuel pump, work with a Kill Shot 2. It's not really going to push enough fuel pressure and volume to support that, unfortunately. I can't remember exactly, but I thought this thing's only made 40 and some change PSI, but not a lot of flow.
True that.
Do you remember in your old hatch days, Bryant?
aren't those injectors like 19-pound injectors from the factory too? Like they're
there's
really
old
not
school
made
big
to
body
go a lot.
washes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's super low.
Yeah, you could use it to feed a surge tank like our Command Center 2, but I wouldn't rely on that having enough volume without looking up the actual part number and details itself. 0G Molpars, 746. Last PDM question: is there any delay protection for intermittent power drops on the ignition key? # old Mopars. There is not, because it works very, very fast because everything works off of IGBT transistors, which are very much, they love pulse width modulated things, but they also act like a really stout relay of the solid state nature. So if it momentarily loses power, it will turn itself off and then turn itself right back on. You can, if you have an issue with that, you can do kind of a setup where you get a time delay relay on your ignition side, because Mopars do a funny thing. Or if you're good with a bit of math, you can find the right size capacitor to put on your relay depending on the resistance of the circuit and make a time delay relay yourself, like I used to have to do back in the day before I realized that Amazon sells those things for a few bucks. But, you know, different realm of existence there. Webster, I have no questions, but I have no issues. I'm glad you don't have any issues. I don't have any issues either. There was a group chat from the office. I ain't reading that one. There's a difference between group chats in the office and group chats in the R&D. But back to back with it. Did you at least remember the Dino laptop, Mr. Stillwell?
I did Dino things with it.
You know, it's funny, when we was trying to figure out the Windows problem with this background security, it was actually on Brian's laptop that he mailed to me. And I sat there with that thing and installed all kinds of goofy stuff in the background, which I left on there. So he's probably looking at it like, what is all this? But yeah, that's how we cracked the code, basically. We re-engineered security permissions in the back end of Windows to work out why the cloud was trying to take over and mess up all the software and have no connectivity. That was tough.
You know, just a typical Tuesday afternoon type thing.
I think it was on Tuesday.
But that's why Windows 11 works again.
Yep.
That is why Windows 11 works again. I think it actually works a little bit faster.
Oh man.
We'll see. I'll try to get caught up so Ben can read other questions.
It's no. I mean,
No Garage guys, are going to make a Anywho shirt.
we have talked about it.
All is who here and who likes it's like a new Christmas shirt.
Yeah.
So Anywhoozles.
Also talked about that, but I didn't think anybody would want a Christmas shirt because you can only really wear it like one time of the year. Am I crazy? Do people wear Christmas shirts? Bryant, would you wear a Christmas shirt like other times of the year or just now?
Not even really now.
Yeah, see? Like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah, but the big question is, are we going to do an ugly Christmas sweater party in the office
No,
this year?
no.
Please.
You know, an ugly sweater contest, I'd probably participate in, but just
Yeah, I'm winning
Otherwise,
right now.
probably
Look
not.
at this thing.
Oh, gosh.
I don't even know. I don't even. I think I bought this.
It looks
in Germany.
great, Tim.
I bought this at the PX in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Where was I at?
You read the
Ah,
yeah.
there's a Bryant. There's another Bryant. I'm collecting these Bryant comments today. This is great.
He's really active today. I'm not really sure.
A to
Yeah,
Z
I don't
Motivation
know why.
LLC. Is there any way? Oh, wait. I read the wrong thing. There's no way to update the screen for the High Roller Pro Kit. There is.
There is.
There is.
There's a way to upgrade the screen.
Yeah, you can update the firmware on the handheld and the ECU. Our high rollers work with all different handhelds, including Bluetooth as well.
No, that was for something.
It's like-
Ted, if you're watching this video, this is for that was an alarm set for you.
you can even
Ted
use
Mike
this
up?
wonderful
Awesome.
fellow.
Hey, Ted. What'd you say, Brian?
Oh, I said they can also use this little guy on it.
It's true.
Little
guy. This little guy. Yeah.
it's
Yeah, but it has a really sweet blue background that I like a lot more. It's more eye appealing whenever you're driving down the road and you're not like, it's not destroying your retinas.
What's your favorite display on the new HD stuff, Bryant? Just curious. I think I know, but I just want to know.
The background one is cool, where I can put my own custom one in it, but the contrast is really hard.
Right.
It almost needs an outline around all the lettering and stuff so
I've
that
been
you
thinking
can
that, yeah.
read it better. But other than that, I don't know which one it's called. It's the one in between the blue one and the one you can customize.
Yes.
That just looks like normal gauges.
Yeah.
I like
The
OG.
decimals are a little weird on it, but
Yeah.
We'll
other
update
than
that.
that's my favorite.
We put it all out there, and we realized on miles per hour it was reading like a decimal point. We're like,
Yep.
It's weird.
yeah, we're getting rid of that. So
Officer, I was going 75.3.
3.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can get the
Do it. Go for
scooters.
Go for it.
So at Scooter5519, what's better, remote tune or on-site tune? Assume Brian does on-site tunes, indeed. And is there a price difference between remote and on-site? So what is technically better would definitely be on-site dyno tuning, street tuning. When I do a tune in-house, it sees as much street as it does dyno, and then stays the night, so I can do cold start, things like that.
That's important.
Sometimes you might have them a day get it perfect. Sometimes it takes a few days to get. You only get like one shot a day at cold start, so it can take longer sometimes. But that being said, I do a tremendous amount of remote tuning with pretty good success. So it's not that you can't, it's just you can't really chase numbers remote tuning unless it's sitting on a dyno remotely, which I have done that as well. And there is a price difference because equipment, got to keep the lights on, wear and tear, more involvement, everything. So, and rates vary dependent on what you're trying to do. Is it just a regular street vehicle? Do you got some nasty Mac valve controlling boost on something turboed on E85? Like, it varies a lot.
Anywho.
Anyhoozles.
Yeah.
That is a very Midwestern thing, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. You betcha.
Yeah, you betcha.
Right.
How's the cheese curds up there?
Yikes.
It's more Wisconsin.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say. Do you have a Tim Hortons out in South Dakota, or does it go out?
We don't. Well, not in Rapid City, at least. Sioux Falls might.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so where was we at? Let's see.
I think we skipped Lug Nutter.
Yeah.
What
okay.
a name. What a name.
Lug Nutter, would I have to call you guys to order the updated harness and ECU?
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
If you're going
that's
to
a
buy
custom
parts,
thing.
you have to call in.
Yeah, because they have to put them in all custom and stuff, and it's actually it's kind of tough to do because you have to know exactly what the part number is, and you put it in as a custom item, and then warehouse looks at it and they're like, okay, it's not a kit, and then they
Yeah.
have to break a kit apart and then send it.
Yeah, they're going to be really upset.
They're not going to be upset. They're going to put it in a box and put packing
kidding.
material. in
No,
it.
it's all good. Just call. Yeah.
They'll be like, this. All right, I can report that one. That's crazy. Scooters 5519. What's better, remote tune on a thing and so on and so forth? And I would recommend just go see Bryant, man. He's a hoot. You know, go hang out with that guy. It's cold up where he's at. How cold is it there right now, Bryant?
Right now, it was around 30 when I had the doors open. Shop got down to like 40. When I was testing this weekend, it was 6 degrees, and my shop got down to about 20
That's insane.
while I was testing. It
That's
was
funny.
not-
You was on about 6-degree weather, and I'm sending you selfies from Florida.
Yeah.
I felt like a scumbag, dude. I'm sorry.
That's terrible. No, I would imagine on-site tuning's better, right, Bryant?
Yeah. Well, here's the
More
funny
thorough.
thing.
Yeah, let
In
Tim get
person,
it.
you can hear if it's trying to hammer its way out the oil pan or not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because you know what it looks like on a remote tune whenever all the rods exit? It just says 0.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
And that, and like, it's easier. I know what I'm looking for. If I need, this looks like a vacuum leak, I know where to check.
Oh, yeah.
I can troubleshoot it way faster sitting right here than I can guiding someone through it over the phone.
Right.
A lot of tuning sessions, because you got 2 tuners here today, maybe a couple in the chat. Every tuning session isn't a tuning session; is a diagnostic session,
Yeah.
and then you may start getting paid for tuning.
Yeah.
And there's a jumping off point where you're like, okay, this back on the trailer, take it home, fix all these things, bring it back. Let me go get the kitty litter and get all this oil off the floor.
Yeah.
Because like the last 2
Yeah,
or 3
sure.
cars that I tuned in my personal life, it's been failed injectors, bad head gaskets, and rolled over O-rings on LS intakes.
Burnt spark plug wires happen a lot too. So if it's just like randomly misfiring when you go to start it again,
Right.
look over if you're using spark plug wires like a distributor. Even LSs do it too sometimes with certain headers. Make sure your ignition system's still good. It's very easy to melt through a wire and not realize it.
Fair enough.
Right. So let's see what we got here. 60 OBS, can someone help me understand the knock sensors, hertz frequency settings, and whatnot? I'm trying not to blow it up. Haha. So I have created some math for that. I didn't create the math, I actually found the math, and there is all to do with displacement and location. But I can push the e-commerce guys to release that on our website. It's kind of a bit of a guide if you're setting up a knock sensor. You need to put these numbers in to figure out the frequency. We just baseline it at 700 and something hertz, which is kind of the middle of the range. But sometimes that stuff turns into, you may all these things will throw off the knock sensors. I've had an exhaust rattle before activate the knock sensors because I didn't even tune them, and every time it would shift gears, the exhaust would bang into the frame.
Yeah.
Yep, it sure is.
We've been joined. We need to, I would like to, he's not going to be happy I'm doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Joshua Goodpaster from e-commerce is here. Get over here. Say hi.
I can say hi from back here.
He says hi, everybody.
He says hi. No, I don't know how much more time we have left. I can check real quick. We're at,
Where'd the number go?
it's down here.
Oh,
We're at 50 stock.
yeah.
I missed half that question though. I just heard the 8-inch upgrade part.
Yeah, I just wanted to do the 8-inch upgrade, and he's ordering it right
Oh
now,
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Get a master kit or ultra kit. It'll come in there extra. If you want to upgrade to the ultra kit, you can go ahead and upgrade to the ultra kit on the website, or just call us to place the order and say, hey, instead of whatever handheld comes in, like a top-end kit or a standalone kit, I want to upgrade to the 8-inch. That's all you have to do. That might even be easier. Okay. Motivation LLC. That's the one you just read.
Yeah.
0G Mopar 746. Thank you. I already have an Ignition 1 and Flow Ignition 2 connected together through diodes to prevent current backflow and used to trigger opto-coupled relay with 220 UF cap to provide about 3/4 second protection.
I like it.
Fair enough. Can GM 3-bar map be added to the Wizard for easy setup?
We've added a few GM maps in there. We're always going to be constantly expanding it. Right now, we're currently out of room for how many map calibrations because there's a lot that goes in the background of that. But you will see more and more in the Jackpot, especially as we expand, because we're going to start looking into different condition strategies as well as different sensors that's commonly used with these builds.
When they hits custom 3-bar, what happens?
It just goes 0 to 300 kPa in the from 0 to 4.5 volts.
Okay.
It sets a kind of, you can go in there and customize it and
Oh,
mess
okay.
with it. Yeah.
I see. All right, after you.
Let's see.
2 from
B Hall 356. Trying different firing orders and having them both kind of work. That was wild.
So he's a remote tune customer of mine. He had individual throttle bodies on a Joker kit on a small block Ford, and
I
it
like
took
that.
the goofiest fueling I've ever done on a Joker. But we tried doing the high output versus the standard Ford firing
Really?
orders because I've seen that be mixed up before, and we just had to try it, and they run weirdly good with the wrong firing order.
We had a
So that's what he's
conversation about this
thinking
guy,
about.
didn't we?
Yeah. So.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How have I seen pictures of this and I just completely missed
Probably.
it?
It's a pretty unique setup. He's
I might have to
having
see
issues
that.
with his actual throttle blades having an issue binding up when they get hot. But
Wow.
other than that, I think
That is
it's doing
so
better.
cool. I mean, that's not cool, but I mean, the principle is cool.
I wouldn't do a real nasty ITB setup for some kind of a tech thing, just in case, because,
Yeah.
I've kind of busted the budget this year.
That's really cool.
But I'm kind of hoping to I can get a sample of an ITB setup, and I'm going to
Yep.
do some real weird stuff on that Ford motor out there and just see what I could do
Yep.
just for fun and activities.
Activities. No, that's true.
Also, he says iOS app is killer. Thanks for that. It took a while for the licensing on that to go through because it's not just like, hey, we made an app and let's send it. They're weird, man.
It's cool.
You got to send them videos of it working and doing all kinds of things. It's interesting.
No, it's true. Sweet. Well, Bryant, I just have to say thank you so much for joining us. I just want to give you time, plug your wonderful shop and that CUDA that's sitting behind you and what you do. Absolutely go check out Bryant. But Bryant, you have the floor. Whatever you want to say about Aces, you can say it sucks. It's fine.
Is this like a Hot Ones interview?
Yeah, it's a Hot Ones. Yeah, go for
All
it.
right. Well, thanks for having me, guys. It was good to be able to shout on top of the mountain that the ignition works again on Killshot and does great with the Hall effect and the magnetic pickup all the way to red line without any issue. Made tons of power.
That was cool. That was
For
really
any remote tuning, just visit my website. And for a lot of questions that come up on here, a lot of them are covered in my YouTube videos too, and Ace's YouTube videos. There is a lot that's already been covered. Yeah, we like the questions still, but if you have time to do your own research, there's plenty out there.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know a lot of times, sometimes our videos with authorized tuners and aces do overlap. It's the same subject explained differently. And that extra point of view does help out a lot because sometimes I speak a different language from time to time and I don't get to the point in the right way. And other folks can explain it a little bit better than me sometimes.
Probably get a more layman's term whenever I describe things, not as scientific-y, not as numbery, more of just
Fair.
this is what works type
Yeah,
of explanation.
absolutely. Well, Brian, the honor is all ours. Seriously, just being able to have you on here. We'll do this more often. We have to. It'll be good. Thank you for answering questions, guys. Thank you for watching this episode of Tech Tuesday. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like down below. If you have any comments and you missed the live chat, put comments below, and we will get to it in our next episode of Tech Tuesday, which I guess we're just doing them as lives now.
We'll just do live the rest of the year. It's peak season, so it's really hard to plan for it. But
we'll
when
just
we walk
see.
in, it's like, let's just do it live, man.
Yeah,
it's great.
You guys have liked the lives. Today was, I think we just had a record high of total viewership. I'll have to look at it, but I was just looking at the numbers. So it looks like you guys like the live. So that's cool. We can do that if you guys want to do that. But thank you for leaving questions. We'll do our best to get to it in the next Tech Tuesday video. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see all of you next time. Bye for now.
Bye now.
See ya.